It was, I was going to say historic, but it was really just a very weird day in our country's history today. A day that was unimaginable 4 years ago, and it's still pretty hard to wrap your head around. Donald Trump became the first convicted felon to be sworn in as President of the United States today. He is selling inauguration Bibles to celebrate. He launched a new meme coin over the weekend. President McRib is back for a limited time, only 4 years. Today at noon Eastern, our long national nightmare was officially sworn in another time, a second time.
Breaking news. Trump's inauguration is shaping up to be lonelier than a kid eating lunch in the bathroom stall. Former presidents ghosted. A-list celebs left on red. It's like Trump's throwing a party and forgot to hit send on the invites. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. But wait, there's more. While Trump's busy practicing his "you're fired" face in the mirror, we've got the inside scoop on who's brave or crazy enough to show up.
Going first couple welcomed the incoming president and first lady, which was interesting to watch. Trump actually got involved in Melania's outfit for this ceremony. Biden and Trump rode together to the Capitol in a limousine like a divorced couple on their way to their kid's graduation. Jill Biden rode with Melania Trump. They both cried the whole way there, different reasons. Kamala Harris invited J.D. Vance to the vice president's residence at the Naval Observatory for a ceremonial humping of the Millard Fillmore futon.
Spoiler alert, it's not who you'd expect. Ready for a wild ride through this political circus? Let's go. Picture this. Grumpy Trumpy sitting on his golden throne, dreaming up an inauguration so huge it'd make the Super Bowl look like a kiddie pool party. In his orange-tinted vision, he's got it all planned out. A red carpet longer than his ties, A-list celebs fighting for selfies, and maybe even a flyover by the Blue Angels. Painted orange, of course.
The whole thing was very formal. You could see Melania Trump being escorted into the rotunda by her new boyfriend. Of course, I'm kidding about Donald and Melania are very, very much in love. There they are. The reporters, they asked Joe Biden what his message for the day was, and he said joy was his message for the day, which I think that's the name of the nurse who gives him his sponge baths. The whole Trump family came out of their holes to celebrate. First, marionette-in-law Jared Kushner is back. You can see him here saying hello to all the billionaires who showed up.
But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because reality's about to hit harder than a hamburger to the face. Our favorite Cheeto-in-Chief has been hitting that refresh button on his RSVP list harder than he hits the McDonald's drive-thru. But instead of a star-studded guest list, all he's getting is a whole lot of nothing. It's like throwing a party, and even your imaginary friends say they're busy that night. Let's break down this sad guest list, shall we? Former presidents, MIA. Apparently, they all suddenly remembered they had to wash their hair for the next 4 years. Hollywood stars, they're about as interested in showing up as Trump is in reading a book. Even Joe Rogan, the podcast king of the right, is giving Trump the cold shoulder. Ouch! That's gotta hurt more than trying to drink water with one hand. But wait, there's more. Or should we say less? Donnie Diapers is so desperate for a crowd, he's planning a rally the day before the inauguration. It's like trying to fill seats at a high school play by bribing people with stale popcorn. Maybe he's hoping if he squints hard enough, he can pretend the same people showed up twice. Remember when Trump's team tried to convince us his last inauguration crowd was bigger than Obama's? Yeah, that went about as well as his attempts at spelling Kofife. This time around, they're probably gonna claim every pigeon in DC counts as an attendee.
He was in the building. He was being chased by a man dressed as a buffalo, but he showed up anyway. He showed up without mother. Karen Pence opted not to celebrate the man who was all good with a bunch of yahoos killing her husband. A lot of people were surprised to see the former Vice President Mike Pence show up, but he did. No, that's not him. That is definitely not him. Mike is actually the fun one in the couple. The award for best dressed at today's inauguration, let's go back to that, went to Senator John Fetterman, who it looked like his mom interrupted his Fortnite game and forced him to come downstairs.
Hey, at least birds don't fact check. Speaking of fact-checking, let's not forget Trump's first inauguration speech. It was so dark and gloomy, even Batman thought it was a bit much. No wonder folks are running for the hills this time. Who wants to sit through another doom and gloom fest? It's like voluntarily signing up for a root canal, without anesthesia. Well, folks, it looks like Trump's inauguration plans are falling faster than his approval ratings. His team is in full-on panic mode, trying to fill those empty seats like they're playing the world's saddest game of musical chairs. You know things are bad when they're offering free MAGA hats and all-you-can-eat hamburgers to lure people in. What's next? A chance to touch the hair. Oh wait, that might actually work. But even with these irresistible offers, Trump's guest list is looking emptier than his promises to drain the swamp. In a move that screams desperation louder than Trump's caps lock tweets, his team is reportedly considering using cardboard cutouts to fill the empty seats. Very lifelike, the best cutouts, people are saying. Maybe they'll even be more animated than some of Trump's actual supporters. But wait, there's more. In their quest for warm bodies, Trump's team has reached out to the cast of The Apprentice. Talk about scraping the bottom of the celebrity barrel. It's like they're trying to recreate a reunion show, but instead of "you're fired," it's "please, please come."
The Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire.
You know, John, even Adam Sandler wears a suit to the Golden Globes. After he was sworn in, Trump gave his second inaugural address, which I have to say was more ominous than I anticipated.
So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
And here's the kicker. Rumor has it they're now offering to pay people to attend. That's right, folks. The man who claims to be a billionaire might actually have to cut checks that don't bounce for once. It's like a reverse grift. Instead of taking money from his supporters, he's handing it out. Who knew Trump could be so generous? Despite all these efforts, Trump's guest list is still looking emptier than his diet plan. It's so bad that even the pigeons in DC are turning down the invite. You've got to wonder what's going through Trump's head right now. Is he pacing around Mar-a-Lago, shouting at his golf clubs? Is he furiously scribbling "people love me" on post-it notes and sticking them all over the walls? Or is he just stress-eating hamburgers and plotting his revenge on Twitter? Oh wait, he can't do that anymore, can he? Well folks, it looks like Trump's inauguration is shaping up to be the hottest event nobody wants to attend. Talk about a party foul. Even the big shot political players are giving Donnie the cold shoulder. It's like they all suddenly remembered they had to wash their hair for the next 4 years. But here's the kicker. Some Democrats are skipping out to honor Martin Luther King Jr. instead. Ouch. That's gotta sting more than Trump's spray tan mishaps. It's like choosing to watch paint dry over attending the youngest event in history. Poor Trumpy, his ego might need some serious TLC after this snub. You gotta wonder, will Trump's confidence survive this blow, or will it crumble faster than his failed Trump stakes? One thing's for sure, this inauguration will go down in the history books, just not for the reasons our orange friend hoped. It's gonna be more "bye Felicia" than "hail to the chief." Grabs popcorn.